Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here. So I've just finished the quest, the ritual of the Mahjarrat. It was a really fun quest. It was a very easy quest as well. It is one of the few times where I haven't had to use a quest guide. Not that I really had one anyway. I mean, there was a stage where I was hoping to find information on a RuneScape wiki, but I couldn't find it there because, well, it was simply not available. And I tried to look it up on Google, and that didn't help me either. So I had to work most of it out myself. Well, no, not most of it, all of it out myself. And there was only one occasion where I needed help when I couldn't find it. And at that point, I just got lucky and realised I was in the wrong place. Basically, you know how they highlight the map, the mini map, to show you what area you're supposed to be in. That is exactly where I got confused. But anyway, in the end, I actually found that the place I was in, while I shouldn't really have been there in the first place, I actually found an item there called a heat ball something like that anyway, but that I needed anyway. So that was a bit of luck as well. But yeah, it was a really fun quest, and the reason it was fun is because there was very little running around to do. The main part of the quest was actually the fighting. Basically, when you're fighting Lucian, there are about 4 stages, I believe. One where he makes you fight Ice Titans. Now, it took me about 3 or 4 attempts to realise exactly how to do it. Once you understand how to do it, if you have a guide before you do it, then it is really easy. There should be no problem for anyone. You don't really particularly have to be high level to be able to beat this one. But yeah, very easy once you understand the tactics. Basically, with the first one, well, with all of them really, basically Lucian uses this attack. You see it because it's kind of like a skull that's coming towards you. Basically, you just got to move off the square that you were in before. And it takes up 2x2 squares, so as long as you're out that area, you're not getting mass damage done. Also, the Ice Titans, or whatever they were called, kept barraging me. Basically, you're supposed to just click away constantly until you break the ice barrage yourself. If you don't, then they do mass damage on you. But otherwise, it's simple damage. For the first round, Soul Split and Turmoil was more than enough. Didn't really need any food. I probably did use a couple of times. Use food a couple of times just because I made mistakes, but otherwise not a big problem. The second round, again, it was hard to understand at first. I couldn't understand what was with all the icicles, if they were, if there was a point to them, if they were doing any damage to me. In the end, I found out, well, firstly, because I was in Virax, definitely worth playing Mage, because then the other attack is ranged, and obviously your Virax can deal with that. And then the other thing is that, let's see, so with the icicles, basically the only problem the icicles were supposed to be, giving you, was that you would have limited space or even no space to run away from Lucian's skull attack again. So basically you just had to make sure there weren't too many icicles on the floor so you could escape quite easily if the skull did come towards you, which obviously it does. I mean, he would cast it every 20-30 seconds, something like that. So I mean, like I said, that's Lucian's attack that happens throughout the game, throughout the fight. But yeah, the icicles were just trying to make it difficult for you to get out of there. Otherwise, once again, very easy. As long as you're praying Mage and you have good ranged defense, not a problem. And then there's the third fight, right? So I've got to quickly think about it. The third fight is a bit of a mixture. Firstly, you have to kill these zombies, which is very easy. Then he calls a Rav. And you just basically have to do enough damage on a Rav before, just to get his aggression onto you, and then you lure him to the heart that you buried earlier, and then he turns into your side, and that's it then. And then it's all over. Basically, the fight is all over. So actually, when I recap it like that, it's actually quite easy. Not just me thinking about it again, but it will be easy for all of you. So if you're worried about the fight at the end, seriously, don't be. Also, let's see. So yeah, that was pretty much the end of the quest, and yeah, quite a lot of it was dialogue, and also there was a couple of nice cutscenes. One that I've already showed you, where it shows you Saradomin, and then everything that you're seeing in this video right now, especially towards the end where you see a cutscene with Draenor and everything. Well, it's actually kind of like an interactive cutscene, but it's still a cutscene nonetheless. But yeah, very nice. And yeah, so I finished the quest. Basically, all I got for it was 3 lamps, 80k each. All the other experience that you get from it, I believe you get 493k experience altogether, but most of it is in skills that, well, are assigned to certain skills. For example, 110k agility experience, which was really annoying, because obviously I just got 99 then. I would have liked that 110k to actually be useful. So yeah, I mean, it's a shame in that case, because I mean, while Gothic Sleep, that gave us a nice huge lump of experience. Could have done with a nice huge lump to put on Dungeoneering, even though it wouldn't have meant much, but still, 240k will have to do. That's all you're given, so you're not given anything else. There's no, there's no other items they give you. Basically, everything else that is now, all those new items are accessible to you, and now you have to work towards getting it. And a nice friendly warning, if you do have Ranger's boots, they do cost quite a bit. I would suggest dumping them very, 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 very fast, because the new boots, firstly for strength, it's rubbish, let's be honest. The melee boots are rubbish. It's a waste of time, honestly. It's the same strength as actually, you know what? Actually, I need to take that back. I can't say that. The reason I can't say that is because I know the strength bonus is the same, but you know what? I forgot to look at the attack bonuses. So maybe there are attack bonuses on the new boots, the melee boots. In which case, that would obviously make it pretty good. But otherwise, I don't know what to think 100% on that now. So I have to give that a fair chance. The magic boots are the new best magic boots in the game by only 1 bonus though, so not a big deal. And then the new ranger boots are better than, well, ranger boots. They're better by 2 bonus, which is why you really need to sell your ranger boots as fast as possible. And then in terms of everything else, I haven't had a good look at what else is available. There's a new Barrows brother, if you didn't know that already. Basically, in fact, I think I show you the cutscene, but basically, he gets taken away. One of our allies gets taken away. What else is there to say? Oh right, so there's a new fairy ring. It's called DKQ or QK, whatever it is, and basically that will lead you to the Glaciers, which are the new bosses. They're level 475. I've seen them, I've looked at them, I looked at the area, but I haven't tried to kill them yet. All I know is that firstly you need to mage them. People seem to be using Fire Surge, they're using RMs and everything. And the guy I watched was melee and also soul split switching it, so he was doing a multiple, thing there. And also I noticed that the glaciers actually spawn like 3 mini glaciers, which all have different colours. So I'm guessing that means something. I mean, I know there was a red one and maybe a blue one, so maybe they're related to some sort of, specific spell that you have to cast on them or something like that. But yeah, I'll definitely have a look at glaciers after my Man United versus Benfica match, which is obviously of utmost importance. But once that's over, then I'll go and have a look at glaciers, and obviously I'll get a few drops, and then I'll show them off, and I'll laugh at everybody, and that'll be the end of it. Okay, I don't have much more to say, even though I'm sure there's plenty of time left to go on the video. But you know what? Have a read of the dialogue anyway, and enjoy what's left of the storyline. Obviously, it's a bit late to say it now, I guess, but spoiler alert. Anyway, guys, see ya until next time.